All right, everybody, here's the cheese. Don't try to run your business off your personal credit. If you do that, it's like trying to run a marathon in flip flops. You might move forward, but eventually it's going to hurt. So today, man, I really want to break down like the difference between the personal credit score and your business credit, right? So like when I say that, I mean like the responsibilities between the two different roles, right? Now, when you're using your personal credit, you it's representation of you, right? So when you go to get your rental apartment or a house, a home to buy a house or something like that, they're gonna pull your personal credit score, right? They want to see like how you using it, you per se, you as a person, how you using it right now. Are you overcharging on your cars? Are you managing things right? You making payments on time? That's a representation of you and how you personally manages your responsibilities and your resources. Now, when it comes to business credit, now they're talking about your company. Now, how does that perform in the marketplace? Like, how are you leveraging your lenders correctly? Are you using your net 30s properly, right? Are you paying on a monthly basis, the net 30, so they got to be paid within a month, right? Or are you missing payments on those, right? Are you leveraging your relationships and your resources and your debt correctly? Because if you're not, then that's gonna reflect badly on the company itself, right? So that's the difference between the two. It separates you from your business, right? Now, the reason why I say you don't want to use you don't want to use your personal credit to actually build your company, because that's what I did, at the beginning. It wasn't a good look. Let me just put it that way, because like I thought, I'm learn about the bird strategy. I'm learn about how you can buy a property, how you can remodel it, and like make it look all nice and fancy. Then you can get the equity out of it because the house is worth more after you renovated it. Okay, so if I bought a house for 100, I renovated, now it's worth 150. Okay, now I could take out a percentage of that 150, to move on to the next house. And I mean that's the truth. You can't do that, but I put out on my personal credit score, on my personal credit cards, right? So when I did that, well, guess what? Now my utilization went up, right? You had a $20,000 limit car, fill that bad boy up to the 20K for the remodel on the house that I purchased, and now my score tanked. I was at seven something, now I tanked it to like it's like a 615 or something like that. And so when it did that, now guess what? You don't qualify for the refinance, right? So that was terrible on my part. So when I lit out, like, oh no, so I put all this money into remodeling this house. Did all this work to get a tenant in there and everything, but now I can't get my money back out of it, so I can roll it over to the next purchase because I didn't learn about business credit at the time, right? Fast forward, I learned to learn my business credit. And now what I do is I get my business credit cards and I refinance. I purchase the home and refinance it and everything all in my business name. So that way it has no ties to me. Now my score stays at the 700. Well, man, I'm pretty much like 750 right now, but I stay at that range all the time, and I perform everything else on my business side. So when I purchase the property, I purchased it in my business name. I use my business credit cards to fix up it and remodel it. And then when it comes to after I put a tenant in there, when it's time for me to pull the equity out of it, so I can roll it into the next deal, I use my already good score because I didn't touch my score the whole time. While I did all that, my score stays at the close to 800 range. Then they gonna refinance me all day with the best rates. So that's what I pretty much do now. So I always try to coach everybody like, hey, look, let's put everything that you're doing, if it relates to you actually doing business or relates to you doing some type of investing, do all that inside your business name. So that way it don't reflect you as a person. So that's the best rules of the road, I like to call it, when you're actually trying to do work on your business, right? So make sure you guys handle that correctly. Because I mean, just think about it, right? If you're trying to put the money into your personal credit, right, and you got to have a good payment history, you got to have a good utilization, you got to have like a good debt to income ratio, right? If you don't have that in all in order, then you won't qualify for getting a home loan or anything like that. Debt to income is something that happens in time that you increase your expenditures, right? So let's say you got a car note, right? Your car note is $500, right? And then, but your monthly income is like 5,000. Okay, so that $500 from the 5,000, 10% of your income that you make on a monthly basis, gross, is getting taken up by the car note, right? So most lenders, when you're going to get the equity out of your property, or if you want to qualify for a loan, they're gonna look at your debt to income ratio, right? So you want to keep that ratio low. You want to get two different cars, two different car notes, right? 500, 500. That's 1,000. Now, no one. That's 20% of your income is taken up by the two cars, right? You only got so much left up so for you to do the refinance. Now, if you want to go for a house and get a mortgage, well, boom. Now you're now whatever monthly payment for that mortgage, if it's not below that other 20, because typically their range is they want you to be stay below the 45, or if you're doing the VA, they want to take you below the 55% margins. And if your income is high enough to sustain that difference, then you won't qualify for that loan. But if you now let's say you put your cars into your business name and refinance both your vehicles into your business name, or you bought any type of thing that you own that you use on a daily basis is on your company name. Okay, so now when you go for a house in your name, you got a clean slate. I don't got no car note. I don't have no mortgage payment or no credit card payment or anything like that because I got all my business credit card, right? It's separate. So now even though you still have those things, it's on your business side. So that frees up your debt income on your personal side. So now when you're starting to go qualify for different things, different investments or property or whatever you're looking for, and they're looking at what your responsibilities are, right? Well, your company got most of the debt, and your personal side is good to go. So now you can actually qualify for a higher amount of something that you're trying to purchase, right? And I mean, a cheat code will be you buying it, you buy your investment inside your business name, right? And then you buy a house in your personal name, right? And then you do then you refinance out that property from your personal name into your business name, right? So now you freed up your whole name again to go purchase another property. So that's the route you want to take when it comes to like handling and managing your debt to income ratio, right? And the difference between your personal and business name, you could essentially get double the amount of funding and qualify for double the amount of resources if you leverage both, right? So we just want to make sure we definitely represent the difference between the posts. Like one, personal is you as a person, how well you manage your own budgeting skills, right? And then two, businesses is a marketplace. It's your vendors, right? The company itself, budgeting skills. Okay. Now we always like to coach our students to now get three companies all at once. So now you can leverage funders in three different ways, right? What also means that you can leverage, so now you can remodel, homes and or whatever you're trying to do, whatever type of investment strategy you want to take. You got three different funding options of doing that outside of your personal. You know what I'm saying? So now you could triple it. So it's all about strategies that you need to have in place when it comes to any type of investing that you want to do, right? So we always like to coach our students ahead of time and make sure that you're up on part on that. Make sure you're equipped for that, right? Structure everything the right way and get the funding the right way, so then you can leverage it. So when you go for any type of investment strategy that you want to have, you already have a door open that you want to set. So that's the big role for that, man. So, all right, you guys, if you have any other questions and or comments that you have yet to be answered, definitely put that in the comment section. Citizens Investing, we're here. That's what we're here for. We're here to help you get to the next level of your investment journey with strategies that have worked for us. And if you like faith and finance content like this, please feel free to like, subscribe, and follow us on Instagram. And until then, man, have a blessed day.